Step into the world of Fred Astaire, where dance became an art form that transcended the boundaries of mere entertainment. In the golden age of Hollywood, there was one man whose feet possessed the power to ignite the silver screen with electric energy. We're talking about the one and only Fred Astaire. He wasn't just a dancer. He was a trailblazer who redefined the very essence of dance movies. With his mesmerizing grace and unparalleled skill, he effortlessly conquered the silver screen. In this video, we'll embark on a journey to unravel the truth behind the legend of Fred Astaire and explore the depths of his artistry that cemented him as one of the greatest dancers of all time. So keep watching. Was Fred Astaire considered a great dancer or just a very good one who could also sing and act? It's a question that has lingered in the minds of admirers and critics alike for decades. To simply categorize Astaire as merely a multi-talented performer would be an injustice to his unrivaled prowess on the dance floor. He was a phenomenon, a force of nature who effortlessly glided through the realms of movement, pushing boundaries and defying expectations. From captivating audiences with theatrical dance numbers to innovating, daring, and unforgettable sequences, he left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. And you know it was his family that got him into the entertainment business in the first place. It was the time when the young Fred was bursting with talent, dancing alongside his enchanting sister Adele. Their mother, a dreamer yearning for a brighter future, saw their potential and nurtured their passion for entertainment. Adele, already a radiant starlet in her early years, took up dancing lessons, igniting a fire within the young Fred. He effortlessly mimicked his sister's every move, their bond growing stronger with each graceful step. Determined to chase their dreams, they embarked on a thrilling adventure to the concrete jungle of New York City, where destiny awaited. In this unfamiliar land, their only familiar face was Claude Alvienne, a dance teacher that would later become their cherished choreographer. With unwavering determination, their careers blossomed. The grand stage of Broadway embraced their remarkable talent as they made their debut in the sensational Over the Top in 1917. Now let's step into the glitzy world of Hollywood in 1927, where the gates swung open wide to welcome a dazzling array of talent, from dancers to musicians. Amidst the excitement, Fred and Adele Astaire were poised for their silver screen debut. But alas, their dreams of triumph were shattered in their first screen test for the much-anticipated Funny Face movie. As dance aficionado Clyde Barnes recounted in Dance Magazine, the producers were far from impressed. They dismissed Adele as too lively, and even worse, they couldn't see the star potential in Fred. Their scathing review: can't act, can't sing, balding, can dance a little. Ouch. Poor Fred couldn't believe it himself, later admitting, "I never thought a funny-looking guy like me would be suitable for pictures." However, let's dive deeper into this Hollywood tale. Some claim that the scandalous words were actually spoken by a lowly studio worker, not a bigwig producer. The truth remains a mystery. What we do know is that fate had something extraordinary in store for Fred Astaire. Enter David O. Selznick, the influential head of RKO Studio, who later rose to prominence at MGM. He saw beyond the flaws and recognized Fred's remarkable talent. In a letter to his RKO colleagues in 1933, Selznick declared Fred to be one of the great artists of the day. Sure, he acknowledged Fred's distinctive features, like those legendary ears and a weak chin, but he believed that Fred's undeniable charm shone through, even in that ill-fated screen test. And the story doesn't end there. MGM saw the spark that others had missed and wasted no time in signing Fred Astaire to a lucrative 3-week contract, earning him a cool $1,500 per week. Both Adele and Fred conquered the stage throughout the dazzling 1920s, mesmerizing audiences with unforgettable musicals. However, as fate would have it, Adele's path took a different turn. In 1932, she bid farewell to her illustrious career, exchanging vows with Cavendish. The loss was a deep wound in Fred's heart, but it ignited a fire within him to forge his own destiny as a solo performer. Little did the world know that from that moment on, Fred Astaire would dance his way into our hearts. As for Fred's singing voice, he never quite fancied it himself. But hold on. The legendary Irving Berlin, the mastermind behind countless unforgettable tunes, saw Fred in a different light. According to Berlin, "I'd rather have Fred Astaire sing my songs than anyone else. He's just as good a singer as he is a dancer. Not because of his voice, mind you, but because of how he breathes life into every note." It's 1933, and a young Fred Astaire steps onto the silver screen with the stunning Joan Crawford in Dancing Lady. Little did he know that his fate was about to take a surprising turn. That same year, he found himself dancing alongside the incomparable Ginger Rogers in Flying Down to Rio. Now hold your breath, because here's the twist. Astaire actually didn't want to dance with Ginger Rogers. Can you believe it? In a letter to his agent, he exclaimed, "What's all this talk about me being teamed with Ginger Rogers? I'll not have it, Leland. I didn't go into pictures to be teamed with her or anyone else." It was a surprising reaction. You see, Fred Astaire had his sights set on a solo career, while Ginger Rogers dreamed of being recognized as an actress rather than a dancer. Their professional relationship was far from a fairy tale. In fact, it all started as a fling before it even worked together. According to Rogers' own biography, if she had stayed in New York at the time, they might have become an item. But alas, fate had other plans for them, and they found themselves paired up on the screen. Now here's where things get really interesting. Astaire was notorious for being a perfectionist. He took the concept of practice to a whole new level, leaving poor Rogers with little time for anything else. Can you imagine? She had to put new projects on hold just to practice those intricate dance numbers with Astaire. The tension between them was palpable. Rogers couldn't help but resent Astaire's massive success, feeling that she deserved more recognition by her own hard work. It wasn't an easy partnership, that's for sure. Yet against all odds, together they crafted a mesmerizing style of romance through dance that lasted for a whopping 10 movies, all the way until the Barclays of Broadway in 1949. If you're still wondering what was so special about his movie dancing, let me tell you that Fred captured the hearts with his captivating charm, effortless grace, and impeccable smoothness. He was the consummate perfectionist, always striving for excellence. It wasn't merely about nailing the choreography and mastering the rhythm. He demanded perfection from every angle, including his appearance on camera. In fact, according to the Fred Astaire Dance Studios, he insisted that film dance scenes mirror the grandeur of a stage performance, where the dancer is fully framed, uninterrupted by intrusive camera cuts. Close-ups were not his cup of tea. He championed wider angles that showcased every nuance of the dancer's body, maintaining the fluidity of movement without any pesky transitions or excessive cuts. As Anna Kisselkoff from the New York Times aptly observed, his films resembled theater pieces in the form of dance films with plots, rather than your run-of-the-mill movies sprinkled with dance numbers. Whether witnessed live on stage or through the silver screen, the impact on the audience was indistinguishable. Astaire not only introduced a rare and groundbreaking art form, what we now know as film dance, but he also revolutionized the very essence of how dance movies were brought to life. He fearlessly ventured into uncharted territory, delighting audiences with never-before-seen feats like defying gravity by dancing on the ceiling, thanks to a cleverly designed rotating room, partnering with a humble mop, or effortlessly gliding amidst bursts of firecrackers. Astaire was a trailblazer who shattered the boundaries of dance films, infusing them with an element of innovation and spectacle. And yet, despite these daring innovations, Astaire had an uncanny ability to make even the most challenging dance moves seem easy. He possessed an extraordinary knack for transforming the seemingly impossible into something attainable by all. Comparisons are often drawn between Astaire and another iconic male dancer of his era, Gene Kelly. However, while Kelly captivated audiences with intricate routines that showcased their technical difficulty, Astaire mesmerized with his trademark effortlessness. This illusion was the magic that defined his performance style, a secret blend of skill and grace that left spectators wondering, how does he make it look so easy? In a moment of curiosity, a renowned photographer requested Astaire to teach him a dance move. Astaire, with his trademark modesty, demonstrated tapping an umbrella on the ground while gracefully walking. Later, the photographer requested Gene Kelly, who in response showcased an extravagant maneuver, tossing an umbrella into the air and effortlessly catching it behind his back. Gene's move exuded showmanship. Its difficulty was evident, and it screamed, "Look, I'm dancing!" But tapping an umbrella on the ground as you stroll, isn't that something we all know how to do? Yes, we do, but not like Fred Astaire. He elevated the ordinary to the extraordinary, making it seem effortless as breathing. Astaire's unique style incorporated everyday gestures and actions, seamlessly blending conversation, movement, and song. His routines would gradually transition from talking and walking to singing and dancing. You'll witness moments in his dances that anyone could imitate, simple yet relatable steps that create an immediate connection. But then, without warning, he effortlessly glides into the realm of awe-inspiring expertise, showcasing dazzling footwork that only an expert could deliver. Take, for example, the opening sequence of Easter Parade. Astaire strolls down the street casually peering into a shop window, entering the store, and indulging in a bit of retail therapy. At first glance, it may seem like Fred isn't technically dancing yet. Yes, there's music playing and voices harmonizing, and his actions align perfectly with his character's storyline. But you may think for a moment, is he really dancing? Of course, he's dancing because the timing is flawless, the gestures impeccably synchronized, every element seamlessly intertwines. That's the magic of Fred Astaire. He effortlessly transports us into a world where movement becomes an extension of our everyday existence. He takes the familiar and infuses it with a touch of enhancement. As we watch, we find ourselves inspired, thinking, maybe I could dance like that too. And not only dancers found inspiration in him, but people like Jackie Chan, the unrivaled master of on-screen kung fu battles as well. Astaire's influence extended beyond mere action choreography, leading Chan to envision the grace of Astaire's dancing and incorporating everyday objects into his fight scenes. It was Astaire's impeccable timing that resonated deeply with Chan, especially in the realm of comedic sequences. Astaire's ability to do perfect moves with perfect timing, such as flawlessly hitting golf balls in perfect rhythm in a scene of Carefree, or portraying a tipsy character in Holiday Inn with astonishing precision, yet every step, arm placement, and head tilt contributed to a grand symphony of harmonious motion, inspiring Jackie Chan to infuse his own craft with a similar sense of casual brilliance. Isn't it obvious that one so skilled and refined would leave others feeling inferior, confined? Astaire's rhythm tapped on a nerve of other dancers' discontent. Mikhail Baryshnikov, renowned ballet dancer, unveiling a startling truth about Fred Astaire's impact on the dance world. It's no secret. We hate him. He gives us complexes because he's too perfect. Baryshnikov's sentiments echoed the sentiments of countless dancers who found themselves awestruck by Astaire's unwavering excellence on the silver screen. The jealousy they felt was a strange devotion, as they admired him with mixed emotions. Among the masses who were in awe, their praise soared high. Margot Fontaine, enchanted by the naturalness of Astaire's movements that flowed effortlessly like breath itself, revered him. George Balanchine, the renowned choreographer, drew parallels between Astaire and the music genius Johann Sebastian Bach, highlighting Astaire's exceptional ability, knowledge, and the embodiment of dance. Balanchine considered Astaire his greatest influence, a sentiment shared by Jerome Robbins, who featured footage of Astaire and Rita Hayworth in his ballet I'm Old-Fashioned in 1983. Even Rudolf Nureyev, a titan in the world of ballet, paid tribute to Astaire's brilliance by performing a tap piece dedicated to him on The Muppet Show. The revered Merce Cunningham credited Astaire's moves as the catalyst for his own foray into dance, an admission he made to Alicia Zuckerman for New York Magazine. Yet, amidst the accolades and admiration, Fred Astaire remained humble, attributing his success to his screen partners, for the incomparable Ginger Rogers, to Leslie Caron, and Sid Charisse. He also recognized his sister Adele as the driving force behind his early show business ventures, deferring to her as the true star of their partnership. "I went along for the ride," he humbly confessed. "She was the whole show." You know, Fred Astaire was a force of nature, even in his later years. He just couldn't give up his passion for movement, always keeping that fiery spirit alive. Believe it or not, he even took up skateboarding when he was over 70. And of course, the man never stopped dancing. But that's not all. After spending 26 long years as a widower, he found love again. In 1980, he tied the knot with Robin Smith, a remarkable 35-year-old professional jockey. And let me tell you, those 7 years they had together were pure bliss. But sadly, Astaire's journey came to an end at the age of 88 when he succumbed to pneumonia. Smith, determined to protect her late husband's legacy, took charge of his affairs, ensuring nobody would exploit Astaire's name or creative genius without consequence. "I'm trying to protect my husband," she said. "What he wanted, what he didn't want. I'll do everything I can to carry out his wishes. I hope it doesn't make me look bad or seem like a power trip. But if it does, so be it." Indeed, she was a fierce lady, ready to defend his honor till the very end. So, as we reflect on Fred Astaire's extraordinary life, we're reminded of the power of dedication, resilience, and passion. His journey teaches us that setbacks can be stepping stones to success, and true greatness lies in the ability to make the extraordinary seem ordinary. So, let's ask ourselves, how can we bring that same sense of effortless grace and dedication to our own endeavors? How can we strive for excellence and inspire others through our passion and artistry? Share your thoughts in the comments. But hold on tight, because we're about to dive into the whirlwind of Romy Schneider's life. Prepare for shocking revelations, untold stories, and the truth behind the drama.